Hi children, welcome back to the Max class. So easy conceptual learning by Saujanya. Yes, so we have learned about the division. Now let us learn the properties of these integers in detail. Each and every property. Okay, so I hope I'll be clear to you. So watch it carefully. Children, usually when each and everything, that means like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are there, we saw related with the properties. Okay, but usually division is not satisfied for any kind of property, whether it is closure, commutative, associative or distributive. So I hope you can understand that. Okay, so they are not closed under any kind of division properties. Okay, now when you are learning the properties of this, commutative and closure usually doesn't vary, but there is one thing, as I told you in the last class, that the denominator should not be a 0. Okay, so why it should not be a 0? First thing, let us see why it should not be a 0. Because children, a by b, if b is equals to 0, then the answer for this is undefined. The answer for this is a undefined. That means it is not yet defined how to divide with the 0. Okay, if that means like this, a by 0, a divided by 0 is not defined. You can never divide it and you can never do it. Now suppose 0 by a is there. If the numerator is having 0, that means the answer is 0. Answer is 0. Okay, so this is the second thing what you have to learn in the division. And the third one, when any number is divided by 1, the answer is the integer itself. Suppose if a is an integer and a is divided by 1, whether it is positive or negative, whatever it is. Suppose minus a by 1 is minus a. Okay, so whether it is positive, if it is positive, you will get positive answer. If it is negative, you get negative answer. Is that clear, children? Yes. And already I have told you that two negative integers, when you are multiplying any number, when you are multiplying, suppose a positive number by minus 1, then what will be your answer? Yes, do you remember? Usually answer is a, but because one of the fraction, that means either numerator or denominator, if any one of it have negative sign, that will be carried for the answer. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. Is that clear, children? Yes. And so on. So associative property and all these are not actually verified. Usually distributive property only works under the rule of multiplication under addition and multiplication under subtraction. Okay, so these are the properties which you have learnt. Like you have to learn, when the denominator is 0, then the answer is not defined. That means you cannot divide such kind of things. When the numerator is 0, the answer is 0 itself. Don't bother about the denominator. When any integer is divided by 1, you get the answer itself. That means the integer itself. When any integer, that means whether it is positive, you get positive. If it is negative, you get negative. Any integer is divided with minus 1. Accordingly, children, why? Because suppose if it is minus a, integer is minus a and this is minus 1, then you get the answer as a. Remember that. Okay, this part I have explained you in the previous thing. That means in the division, when two negatives are given, they will be cancelled and you will get the positive answer. Is that clear, children? I hope you have understood about the properties of divisions also. And so let me choose out some of the questions from your next exercise where multiplication and division are there. Okay, so if you like my channel, please share, like and subscribe. Thank you.